young girl I signed a picture for told me that her love of Harry Potter had helped her recover from depression.
Sorry, I tried not.
It's okay.
Sweet.
Good job.
All of the actors in Harry Potter are so inspiring, and I just wish I could tell him thank you for dedicating his whole self to the character.
It's pretty difficult to know how to react when you hear something like this. But could an interest or obsession in a fantasy world really help a mental health condition? Sadly, it's not the first time a fan has told me something like this. But I was struck by how genuinely moved Jade seemed when we met. I want to find out how a series of books and films has had such an impact on her life.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Tom. Welcome. Yes, I'm good. How are you? Oh,
I'm very good. Hey. Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
How old is she?
She's just like 5 months.
Oh, she's still a puppy.
This is Helga Hufflepuff Gotcher.
Helga Hufflepuff.
Mm-hmm.
You named her after her.
Yeah.
Were you a fan of anything growing up before Harry Potter came along, or was that kind of the start of
That was like
Potterplay?
the start of major fandom for sure, and I've never been as fangirlish about anything else except Harry Potter. And everybody when they found this out, they were just like, "Oh my God, Jade, I can't believe."
So what is it? I mean, to put in a nutshell about what being a fan has kind of brought to your life. You were in a bit of a dark place, and Harry Potter kind of really helped you get out.
It really did. Depression is just so unfortunate too, because it has such a stigma attached to it, and I think a lot of people who are depressed are, ashamed to talk about it as well. Because people might think, "What's wrong with you? Can't you just snap out of it? Can you just get it together?" And I think sometimes when you're feeling so low like that, it really is hard to just see any kind of light or anything. And I just never read such like an accurate description of what it feels like. Like the Dementors were sucking the life out of you, basically.
I see that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
For the Dementors being kind of like a physical form of depression.
I'd never realized that something like the Dementors could be taken so literally. It's hard to imagine that people watching those scenes can be so deeply affected.
I just remember thinking that I feel this way and I don't want to feel this way anymore, and I hated feeling it. And Harry Potter, the whole story, just really motivated me to make a change and try to get help and do something about it. And I'm just so thankful because that it was the light that showed me to keep trying, basically. It was just like, there's so many funny parts when you're reading it, and you're like, Ron, oh, Draco, you guys are great. And then you just get to escape into the world with them and not think about your problems. And I think that's probably one of the most effective things that help depression.
I think she's right at the top end of the positivity scale. Clearly she went through a really kind of dark time, and I never realized that something like Harry Potter could kind of lift someone out of that. But you could see how emotional she was getting just kind of talking about those times. And it's interesting because I hear about how it moves them so much and how much it's kind of changed their lives, but actually kind of hear their story, it's really moving stuff.
There's always a danger that you think, I am the only one who suffered this. That's a dangerous place to be.
Right.
Or I'm a freak. No one else has ever felt like this. And that's something that literature or any form of art is one of its most powerful effects, is to tell everyone, no, you are not alone. And whenever someone tells me that helped them or just got them through something, it's the most gratifying thing ever, isn't it?